Over 220 years ago, General Washington enlisted the assistance of Baron von Steuben, a distinguished Prussian officer, to help instill discipline. Baron von Steuben arrived at Valley Forge in February of 1778, facing an army of several thousand undisciplined, half-starved, wretched men in rags. To correct these conditions, he set to work immediately and wrote regulations designed to teach the discipline of drill to a model company of 120 selected men. Discipline became a part of the military for these individuals as they learned to respond to commands without hesitation. As they mastered the art of drill and began to work as a team, this group developed a collective sense of pride in themselves and in their unit. Watching this model company perform, observers were amazed to see how quickly and efficiently the troops could be massed and maneuvered into different battle formations. Later, members of this model company were assigned throughout the regular army to teach drill. It was through this simple emphasis on drill that the effectiveness and efficiency of Washington's Continental Army were improved. In 1789, Baron von Steuben wrote the American Army's first field manual, the regulations for the order and discipline of the troops of the United States. The drill procedures placed into effect at Valley Forge were not changed for over 85 years, and many of these same procedures are still in use today. One form of drill is the salute. Since early times, men of arms have used some form of salute as an exchange of greeting, the most popular of which has been the hand salute. This exchange has been preserved and its use continued in all modern militaries, which inherit their traditions from the age of chivalry. Throughout today's ceremony, you will see the airmen presenting arms as one form of the military salute. The civilian counterpart of the salute is manifested in various ways, such as placing the right hand over the heart when the national anthem is played, or raising the hand when greeting a friend. The military salute is given in the same manner as a gesture of recognition and a friendly greeting to a comrade. .737 Training Group, United States Air Force, Joint Base San Antonio, Lackland, Texas. Subject, Honor Flight Streamer. The Honor Flight Streamer is awarded to the 326 Training Squadron, Flight 085, for their significant accomplishments, demonstrating teamwork, excellence, and esprit de corps during the period of 25 November 2013 through 17 January 2014. Signed, Deborah Liddick, Colonel, United States Air Force. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the playing of Ruffles. Ladies and gentlemen, the graduating airmen passing in review today represent a portion of the 36,000 recruits who will complete basic military training this year. The 737 Training Group provides all recruits the essential military training to become motivated members of the enlisted corps in the greatest air force in the world. The military training instructors are responsible for the indoctrination, development, and discipline of the airmen. They have dedicated endless hours to ensure all training objectives are met. Today's graduates have proven through academic studies, military training, physical training, and the development of teamwork that they are ready to take their place in the United States Air Force. All Warrior Airmen of character have participated in a rigorous competition for the coveted award of Honor Flight, a significant accomplishment which only one flight per graduating class is able to achieve. The Honor Flight can only be awarded to a flight that achieved excellence in all facets of basic military training. Today, Flight 085 from the 320. These enlisted heroes serve to inspire all airmen to execute their duties courageously and with honor in their service to this great nation. We would like for you to notice our national, state, and territorial flags. As these flags pass for review, please stand and render the appropriate courtesies for our national flag. Once the flags have passed for review, please be courteous of others and be seated in order to allow all guests the opportunity to view the flights as they pass for review. Now passing in review, our Commander of Airmen is Technical Sergeant Darrell Clark, Military Training Instructor, 322nd Training Squadron, hometown, Cookeville, Tennessee. The A Squadron Commander is Technical Sergeant James Clevenger, Military Training Instructor, 323rd Training Squadron, hometown, Honolulu, Hawaii. Flight 077 from the 320th Training Squadron, led by Technical Sergeant Paul Green, hometown, Franklin, North Carolina. Warrior Flight 078 from the 320th Training Squadron, led by Master Sergeant Timothy Milligan, hometown, Gainesville, Georgia. Flight 079 from the 322nd Training Squadron, led by Technical Sergeant Christopher Steele, hometown, Danzell, South Carolina. Warrior Flight 080 from the 322nd Training Squadron, led by Staff Sergeant Katrina Swift, hometown, Conyers, Georgia. Flight 083 from the 323rd Training Squadron, led by Technical Sergeant Ronald Patrick, hometown, San Antonio, Texas. Flight 084 from the 323rd Training Squadron, led by Technical Sergeant Michael Hernandez, hometown, San Antonio, Texas. The flights selected to carry our national, state, and territorial flags are from the 331st Training Squadron, Flight 081 and Flight 082, led by Technical Sergeant Marcus Howard, hometown, Sierra Vista, Arizona, and Technical Sergeant Lawrence Ricks, hometown, Alexandria, Louisiana. Squadron Commander is Technical Sergeant Adam Bearclaw, Military Training Instructor, 324th Training Squadron, hometown, Sanford, Maine. Honor Flight 085 from the 326th Training Squadron, led by Staff Sergeant Kyle Reed, hometown, Lake Havasu City, Arizona. 326 from the 326 Training Squadron, led by Technical Sergeant Daniel Leniger, hometown, Arroy, Ohio.
Third row, is it?
Warrior Flight 087 from the 324th Training Squadron, led by Technical Sergeant Wayne Brown, hometown, Kingston, Jamaica. Warrior Flight 088 from the 324th Training Squadron, led by Technical Sergeant Hugo Escobedo, hometown, San Antonio, Texas. Warrior Flight 089 from the 321st Training Squadron, led by Staff Sergeant Igor Dufresne, hometown, Neskama, Russia. Warrior Flight 090 from the 321st Training Squadron, led by Technical Sergeant Cindria Mizell, hometown, Cocoa, Florida. Musical support for this morning's ceremony has been provided by the 737 Training Group's Drum and Bugle Corps, 322nd Training Squadron, Flight B103 and Flight B104. These flights are performing today. We would like to take a moment to congratulate all of our squadron honor graduates as well as their families. Basic military training honor graduates distinguished themselves by being ranked in the top 10% of all airmen graduating in their class. The exceptional personal dedication, integrity, service before self, and sustained excellence these airmen displayed throughout basic military training earned them this outstanding distinction. As the airmen march forward for the oath of enlistment, we would like to thank the families and friends who are here in support of the airmen graduating today. Your words of encouragement help motivate these airmen through 8 weeks of basic military training. On behalf of the United States Air Force and Air Force-based military training, we extend our thanks to the many families and friends of America's airmen for the support of your airmen and the greatest air power in the world has ever known. General Ragg will now come forward and address our graduated airmen.
Good morning, everyone. How are you doing today? Good. I have to ask everyone, if you haven't done this, would you just take a look at the flag behind our airmen out there? What do you think of that? Is that beautiful? Could we have a better day than we have today? No. A few thank yous. First to Congressman Gallego, sir, thank you for being with us. Thank you for passing a budget for us. We're so glad. We know that this year is going to be better than last year, and thank you, sir, for your service to our nation. To the families, the moms and dads, the brothers and sisters, and our spouses, cousins, whoever came, the friends who joined these young airmen today, give yourselves a round of applause, please. Thank you so much. Can I ask all veterans that are in the audience to please stand in place so we can recognize you? Stand up. Maria, stand up. Veterans, this is your future right here, so pray for them, will you? I really also want to thank the leadership here. If I'd been here last week, I would have introduced them as Colonel Kammerer. Today, I'm going to introduce them to you as Brigadier General Select Kammerer and his wife, Julie. You're 37th Training Wing Commanders. He'll tell you, though, that promotion happened because of the men and women that are in his wing. And those men and women are our military training instructors and our first sergeants and our cadre. The people wearing those campaign hats. By the way, their uniforms were painted on today, okay? That's how sharp they are. Would you give them a round of applause? I need to tell you that our military training instructors and first sergeants are the best non-commissioned officers we have in the Air Force. So, men and women, thank you for your dedication and your service. Once again, here is the product of your hard work. 690 plus of our finest young men and women in our nation. So thank you to them. And finally, the last thanks that I'll have is to these airmen behind me. Give them a round of applause. If I may, I want to talk to them for 1 minute before we do the most important thing we're going to do today, and that's our oath of office. First of all, to our airmen, thank you so much for standing in the gap. We are so proud of you. I know you have accomplished a lot in these 8 weeks, and there's so much more still in front of you to do. But take a moment today to reflect on your accomplishments. There's 3 things I'd like you to remember that I told you. Number 1, always live by our core values of integrity first, service before self, and excellence in all that you do. Number 2, thank you so much for your service. Thank you for the sacrifices you're going to make for our nation, for our families, and my grandchildren. And lastly, do not let your wingman down. Airmen, are you ready to join the ranks of the greatest airmen in the world? Would everyone stand, please, and join me as these airmen raise their right hand and repeat after me. I state your name. Do solemnly swear.
Do solemnly swear.
To support and defend the Constitution of the United States.
To support and defend the Constitution of the United States.
Against all enemies, foreign and domestic.
Against all enemies, foreign and domestic.
That I bear true faith and allegiance to the same.
That I bear true faith and allegiance to the same.
And that I will obey the orders of the President of the United States.
And I will obey the orders of the President of the United States.
And the orders of the officers appointed over me.
And the orders of the officers appointed over me.
According to the Uniform Code of Military Justice.
According to the Uniform Code of Military Justice.
And according to regulations.
And according to regulations.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Airmen, welcome to the greatest Air Force in the world.
For him, General Rain.
I am a warrior. I have answered my nation's call. I am an American airman. My mission is to fly, fight, and win. I am faithful to a proud heritage, a tradition of honor, and a legacy of valor. I am an American airman.